Hello, once again from Crypto Corner. My name is Greg Harriman, and I am your host. And we are just kind of looking at this from a 4 month period now that we've been doing this. And within those 4 months, we've done quite a few different things. We started by buying something weekly. Then we started by saying we're going to farm some of those things like Atom and Dot. We've now farmed Atom 3 times. We've now farmed Dot twice. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go through a little bit of history, where we were, what we're doing, and where I still think we're going in the moment. Everyone is looking at things, and the dollar amounts are going up. Everything looks good, but I still think we have one more down leg. And so, how are we preparing for that down leg? So, all right. When we talk about our philosophy, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, hit like. This is not financial advice. It's the Wild West. Many times you're going to see rattlesnakes around the corner. So really, what you really want to do is look at like why look at going with us? What are we doing? And first off, this is all about you. This is just giving you some options for you to go trade more safely and securely and not have to look at your phone 50 times a day. So, one of the things when we started back in July was we want to get to a safety place. And I think now we're a little bit more safe than where we started. And the reason is because we've already farmed several of our atoms and some of our dot twice now. So atom 3 times, dot twice. And by farming it, that means we have more coins, which means we're more secure. On top of that, we're staking, which means that we're getting 11% on our money. Um, and as we do that, we're not getting the interest payment, we're getting more coins. So we're continuing to add for our bull run, which is really what our hope was. And so the philosophy is, look, we're going to put in X dollars, whatever you can afford per week, and then you're going to build it. What is our overall goal? To double or triple our money in the next year, which I think is a doable process if we do all these things correctly. We're already on our way there, for Dot and Atom because we farmed it twice. And farming is when you buy a coin, and I'll use Atom as my example. You buy a coin at say 650, you sell it at 780. It goes back to 650. You buy it again, but you buy the extra coins with the extra money, and then it goes back to 780. You sell off. Now, because we can stake this coin, we only do 25% of it. That means that if we were to put $100 in, 75 would go to staking, 25 would just be sitting there. And then then when we sell that extra money, the next time we go to buy, we buy 75% staking, 25%. So that's what we're doing. Everyone's got their own methodology. Once again, not financial advice, but that's why we also feel like we're safe. We are getting safer and safer by the day as these coins go up. Most of these coins that we've recommended all are in the plus. I think there's only one, possibly two, that are not. That would be Gala Games, and I believe Veracity is now in the positive. Last week was in the negative, but Veracity Games is now up about 30%. So you can see here, these are all of the different things that we sold. Some we just sold, like a QNT, we just sold. We were buying it at 85-ish. We sold it for 104, 103. And now we just this week bought back in a little bit. Even though all of these are red, we're not buying anything else. We're putting stuff in our things in cash right now so that we're ready if the market comes down, which we think it is going to. And then we think the bull run's coming. And when the bull run comes, all of these tokens we think are going to double or triple in their value. A good example is, again, Atom. If you look at, we were buying Atom at $6, and right now it is at 8.59. So that's a nice 20+% gain on our money, on top of the fact that we were staking at that point. So every week we were getting money, new tokens, and that money's going up as well. So we're pretty happy. Like I said, we're more worried about safe and secure than we are. You hear everyone say, "Oh, you want 100x your money," and I hope people do. I really do. I hope that's awesome for them. But for us, we're just looking at how do we double our money in the next year. So on to the next page. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. When we're farming, we stake some, we sell others. In this particular instance, we'll use $500, and I've used this before if you go back through other videos, where we cost it in at $6.50. Our original coins was $76.92. We sold um, at 750. Our total profit $576 from the 500. If we bought back in, we would have 81 coins instead of 76. Now we've done this 3 times. So, and this, let's just say this is the estimate of that. Then we would have 15 to 20 more coins that we think are, when you go back and look on here, we say that they're going to be worth $20. So, that's $400 gain right there. If you did everything that we've been doing, that should be a $400 gain in the end. So I just wanted this. You can take a screenshot of it. You can do whatever you want with it, but this is how we do it and why we do it. And I'm just trying to make sure that you guys are getting some good education of why you would even do it and how does it look. um, to the dot chart. If you notice, the dot chart is, dot's kind of finally woken up. So for the second time now, we've been able to farm it. So we sold off the 10% that we had, and we're selling all the way up to $5. And then we will replace those coins if it goes back down, which again, it's our theory that it'll go back down. If it doesn't go back down at some point, it will come back. Let's say from this point it goes to $5 to $6, and then it retraces to 550. When we see that retracement to 550, that's when we'll buy back in if we have to. But right now we think it's going to go much lower than and about where it was before the bull run. And here's the atom chart. You can see on the left-hand side that that's where we were buying. This is where we just sold, the white line up there, and it still went above that. We sold at 780 to 790 something, and it's all the way up to 859. So this tells you, when we go into that bull run, hopefully you've been accumulating at this point because you're already up 20% on your original number. And then on top of that, you have staking. So that's awesome. We think that the Atom's going to be one of our best tokens. Okay, the QNT chart. You can see that on the left again was where we were buying, then where we sold, getting in the middle, and then on the right where we started to buy back in. So QNT, we actually bought a couple spot buys just to get back in. It was under 100. We saw it. We said we want to be back under 100, and so we felt like that was a really good buy. So we went ahead and purchased. We didn't put 100% in. We still think it could go all the way back to 85, but if it goes to 115 before it goes to 85, then we will probably sell right into that and then buy back, and we'll keep buying more and more coins. I love to show this chart because I hope and I pray that you have great discipline in this area, that whenever you're selling something, like we have sold, a ton of stuff, right? If you go back to the first page, we've sold QNT, we've sold Render, we've sold some of our Atom, we sold off our Soul, uh, we've kept our Bitcoin. But so we've sold a bunch of things, and now what we want to do is we want to make sure we're proportioning it, even if we wanted to pick up some new coins. So you can research some on your own. We're going to throw out a bull run list of coins, and all it's just going to be a list. It should be things you should be aware of. You go and do your own data work. You go do your own research, and decide whether you want to enter those in the bull run. And again, on that first page, you have a bunch of different opportunities to jump in. Something like super, when we first started mentioning it, was 8 cents. It went down to 6. If you had continued to buy in a weekly number, then right now you'd be up about 40% on that, whatever you put in there. So if you put $100 in, you'd be at 140 on the super. So so again, I really want people to look at this chart and make sure that they're proportioning it correctly. Where's your risk? Where is your safety? And then that way you can sleep at night. And that's part of our policy. Um, okay, so I also love this sheet because we're going to travel on this journey. And right now, we believe if you come over to the right hand side, you'll see the depression phase. We believe we're a little bit in that depression right now, but we're moving towards disbelief where people are like, "Wow, I don't think this run can last forever." I mean, look how many coins are going up right now, and but remember, Bitcoin's moved a lot, but Atom and Sol and some of those, they haven't moved as much. So when, in my opinion, when Bitcoin gets to somewhere around 38,000, we're going to see these altcoins really start taking off. And then if Bitcoin comes all the way down to 32,000, you're going to see these things drop like a rock. So like if you notice, we didn't buy anything this week. Well, that's not true because we bought QNT, but we bought it when we saw it on sale. We didn't buy it just to buy it. So what we're doing is we're looking each week and saying what is really good to own, what's the right price to own it. Don't FOMO in. Don't go, "Oh, everyone's buying Solana right now." If you had bought Solana last week, you'd right now you would probably be in the minus, even though it's gone up 30%. If you bought Bitcoin, as we were going up, we would have been buying at 26. That's where we started. We have some there. We have some a little bit lower. But then you notice we stopped buying. And the reason that we did is we wanted to make sure that when we're buying something, we're buying it for the right reason. So just keep that in mind. The um, Okay, so now we're just back to the philosophy. I don't want to keep you guys today. What I want to do is just tell you that I appreciate the comments. I appreciate that we're getting more and more likes. We're getting more and more people subscribing. So appreciate if you guys are putting the word out there. If you think we're doing good work, let us know. If there's something you want to see, let us know, and we would love to jump on it and get it. Keep going. And I try to do these are the coins that we're looking at. This is what we're doing every time. We're going to be consistent. And then I try to throw at least one or two other things in there. So let me know how you like that. And so until next time on Crypto Corner, Greg Harriman, wishing you guys a good day.